Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Bodhi and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your puppy's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The correction and the motivation that we give the little guys when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Bodhi's going to come home with his very own training collar, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, Bodhi's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Bodhi, heel.
Bodhi, heel.
Now at this point, Bodhi has a job to do when you're out for a walk, and that is to stay even with your left leg when walking. Not forging ahead or lagging behind, but staying focused on you and following your lead, so that he's not leading you, and as he gets older and bigger, he's not dragging you down the street. Included in that heel exercise is an automatic sit. So if any point in time during your walk you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone on the street, he should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for his next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command. It is a firm one-word command. The long sit stay when you're practicing at home, start out at about 30 seconds and work up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to his dog, he will walk all the way around him as an additional distraction, and Bodhi should remain seated until Rich gets back to his shoulders and gives him another command. And at that point, Bodhi expects to get another command, and he shouldn't do anything until he gets it. He's such a happy guy. He's walking along, wagging his tail like it's a Sunday afternoon walk. Rich leaves him in another sit stay, and remember to practice your exercises indoors as well as outdoors, because indoor manners are important, and this gives him something to do with that muscle that's between his ears. This time, instead of returning back to him, Rich will demonstrate the come on command. Bodhi come is the command, and Bodhi should come and sit, and then Bodhi should return to heel position and go back sitting. Very good. So that eliminates him coming to you and then bowling you over backwards by jumping on you to get your attention. He's to come and sit in front of you. Then you can praise him for a good job. Nice automatic sit. Rich leaves him in a stay, and he will demonstrate that recall exercise again. He walks all the way out to the end of his leash. He makes Bodhi hold the command, so he's understanding what stay means. And then he uses his name, he lightens his tone of voice, and Bodhi comes barreling in, but he came to a screeching sit, which is perfect. That's just what we want. His attention span is getting much, much better, and with continued practice at home, it will continue to improve. This is like a 180-degree turnaround for him from what he was when he first got here. So nice sit. Now Rich is going to demonstrate the down from a heel position. So with him seated, always at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give him the down and stay. And labs are famous for wanting to drop their head on the ground and pick up sticks and grass, and Rich is correcting him for that. And you're going to practice this exercise indoors as well as outdoors. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him just as he did on the sit stay. This is an additional distraction. He always returns right back to where they started. He tells him he's a good boy. And that's all you really need. Don't go over the top with your praise, because when you do, then you get him all amped up and you can't settle him back down. So when you're praising him, make it very good boy, little pat on the head, not too much. Now your long down stay should be able to be, I think he's chasing flies, should be able to be held up to 5 minutes in the house. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Rich will call him out of this. He's a nice little guy. He's just a typical lab. And one thing about the obedience is when he's bored, put his training equipment on him and work him. This alleviates boredom and uses his brain and helps you to develop that focus and maturity. Now, the last exercise that we're going to demonstrate is the most difficult. That is the down from a distance. So Rich is going to leave him in a sit stay. He's going to turn to face him. He's going to use his right hand to give the command and drop him into a down from a distance, and that wasn't half bad. Bodhi started to anticipate the COME, but as soon as he realized, he laid down, so that was good. Now, we've demonstrated for you all of the formal basic on-leash obedience commands that Bodhi has learned while he's been here at school. Please stay in touch with us and let us know how you're making out at home. We're always available to help you with any concerns or issues that you're having. We want to thank you again for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.